I have sanctified and sent into the world without blasphemous, because I said I am the Son of the Most High. Come on. See, if I do not the works of my Father, believe me not. But if I do, you already say, do the works of the Most High. So if I do, though ye believe not me, believe the works, that ye may know and believe that the Father is in me and I in him. Therefore they sought again to take him, but he escaped out of their hands. So you got to look at this. He spoke to them and they wanted to kill him. Look, verse 31, then the Jews took up stones again to stone him. They pick up stones on the ground to throw at him. To throw at him. You can understand this. Wasn't no light journey. Wasn't no easy journey at all. For him or the prophets or the apostles. Let's go back to Psalm 82. See these prophecies of King David. Psalm 82. And we'll start at verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the purses of the wicked? How long? I mean, look at it. Your judgment today. Some of you, or your family members that's honoring the 4th of July, and they Israelites. No good and well, July 4th, 1776, when you go back, you hear all the noise behind me. People out there shooting off fireworks, all kind of things. Probably wherever you at too. That's how destroyed our people are in 2014. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the purses of the wicked? Come on, that's what's happening. You following their traditions. They set that up. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Defending the poor and fatherless. Those that don't have a father. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. You know, a lot of people, that's what you know, I give all praise and glory to those that are involved in, you know, helping the needy. You know, I got a text from a brother all the way in England, you know, exalting the works that's being done and, you know, feeding the homeless and so forth. They're looking at us. And it's something that, you know, is an example that everyone should be trying to do. Marshall said we are the poor, but they would say the lady was anointing him for his burial, they still thought about the poor. They said we could have taken this and sold it for much and given it to the poor. Because that's the way they were. That's the spirit that was in the ones that the Mashiach Yahushua, through the Most High, chose to be his disciples. They had that kind of love, that kind of charity within their mind. You know? Look at Matthew 26 and verse 6. Matthew 26 and verse 6. Now when the Mashiach Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as he sat at meat. She came and poured the oil on his head, the olive oil on his head, as he sat down to eat. But, check this out, but when the disciples saw it, they had indignation. They got angry, saying, To what purpose is this waste? What purpose is this waste? You know, olive oil, to this day, it costs a lot. It's not cheap. Olive oil is not cheap. So what is this waste? To what purpose is this waste? The apostles say, the disciples. The disciple is the learners. After you learn, you become an apostle. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, verse 8, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. They got attitude. See what it said? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. That's why it's important you understand this. If you're going to roll as a disciple of Mashiach Yahushua. But Mashiach Yahushua understood it. When Mashiach Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, when he understood where it was coming from, he said, why troubleth ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. This work is to him. They're out of the spirit. They're out of the spirit. Just like a lot of people don't be in the spirit. They don't understand what's going on. They just going through formalities. Listen to what's being said. Ain't really following up on nothing. Ain't studying what's been given you. That's why the Most High, he know. Mashiach Yahushua know. The angels know. And they always recording everything. And they're going to come back and really reveal it one way or another. It says, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you. But me ye have not always. You don't have him always. But you had a poor, we had a poor always. Poor always going to be here. They say you don't have him always, he had to die. For in that she have poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. She anointed him for his burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this woman has done be told for a memorial of her. That's what it just was a memorial for her just now. We just read it. So we can go to back to Psalm 82 again. Verse 3 said, defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. You got to defend the poor and fatherless. You know, those that don't have a father. The father has died. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Go to Jeremiah 22 and 3. Jeremiah 22 and 3. Thus said the Most High Power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, execute ye judgment and righteousness, and deliver the spoiled out of the hand of the oppressor, and do not wrong, do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, nor the widow, neither shed innocent blood in this place. So this is the orders that the Most High gave us. Those are commandments he told us what to do in following his instructions, his rules and regulations. Going back to Psalm 82, verse 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. We just said. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. How you do that if you always lined up with the wicked in the way the wicked think and support the wicked thinking, I'm saying. because you Edomanize. The way you think is off. So how are you going to deliver the poor and needy out of the hand of the oppressor? Because you understand this, it starts with the mind. See, when you understand how we think and the mind that we have, first and foremost, what kind of mindset do you have that cannot gel or unite with your brother? What kind of mindset do you have, especially women, cannot unite with each other? Something wrong with y'all. Something wrong somewhere. With men and women, we can't join together as a nation. Is it now because he said he's going to make us one stick, bring all the tribes together, and we got to have the love for your people to be able to do this. And if you understand the love that I have for you, if you correct it, you should understand that it's in love. Because somebody else could most likely set an adventure on you to really jack your butt up. That's why I said you got to deliver from the wicked. You got, not only the wicked comes in all different races. Everybody got some wicked in their race. You better believe it. Some people in their race are wicked. Point blank, no doubt about it. So I say deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. So one way you can rid them out of the hand of the wicked is not following the wicked ways. And he said, learn not the way of the heathen. But their ways is in vain. It's vain, man. It's vanity. Reference to the Most High. He ain't listening to this thing this day. Who was oppressed? July 4th, 1776. They came from the north, the south, wherever they came from, to a plantation and had it their way. Any kind of way you can think of and don't want to think of. Straight up. That's why I seen a post on my Facebook page. These sisters, they was down though. You had one Sambo, always gonna have Sambo. Willie Lynch right there in our face. That woman standing over there with the ones that's saying that everybody, all nations were enslaved. So if you go get reparations to someone, you got to give it to everybody, because everybody been enslaved. The sister said no. There's a whole other aspect of slavery that the brothers and sisters that came from Africa to America, wherever they brought us to, them lands, they went through compared to any other indigenous servant. That's all it was. They ain't been judged. We just read they have not been judged. Not like the Most High gonna judge, like he judged us as the children of Israel. Without a shadow of a doubt. Nobody has been in the bottom of the ships, piled and stacked on top of each other. The crap from the one above you running down in your face. The piss running down in your face. And you chained up. Whatever disease they have is going out throughout the halls of the bottom of those ships. You tell me that everybody went through the same thing. Everybody went through with that, what we went through. So how you even compare that? For hundreds of years. 1776, they were still bringing us over here. On them ships. And taking us off the land. Free men. And selling us over to Europe. And from Europe to Africa. And spreading us all over the place. Because we didn't follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. But he told us, before this happened, he's going to give us to who? This is who he gave us to. Let's see who he gave us to. So you understand, all you that's celebrating this day. That's why I say we got to what? Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. So you understand. You come out of the ways of this world. But no matter where you go, if they celebrating this, having a good time celebrating wherever you at, what difference do it make? You part of it. The Song of the Three Holy Children on page 108 in the Apocrypha. It says, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies. most hateful, forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and to the most wicked in all the world. You hear that? And the most wicked in all the world. That's who he delivered us to. A lawless enemy. And we're going to follow just what they set up for us to follow. And think you're going to go to the kingdom. I don't think so. I don't even think so. You got to change. That's what I say. You got to become a new creature. You got to be born again. You think Mashiach Yahushua was celebrating the Romans festivals and all that crap they was doing back then? You really think he was? I don't think so. Look. Jeremiah 7 and 23. It says, but this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. So that's no different. He said that all throughout the Bible. If you follow my laws, statutes, commandments, I'm going to bless you to see everlasting life. You don't, I'm going to cast your butt in hell where the fires never quenched and the worms never die. Verse 24, but they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward. See, right now people are backwards. You know, it's like, I was doing like this for crazy. You know, they say they do like this for crazy, but I got to go back this way because you beyond this now. Our people are beyond crazy. At least we had some kind of moral values back in the day. Now we don't have nothing. We've been so Edomanized to the point where we are them. And even worse than them, as the scriptures say. So you got to go backwards. That's why I say you ain't going forward. You ain't crazy going forward. You crazy going backwards. Could someone press star 6? Can we hear your fireworks in the background? Press star 6, everyone. The water. Verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets. To this day, he said, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Here we are now. Like I told you about this, looking at the children. Most I say, women gonna have monsters. I mean, an older lady sitting on the bench, smiling at the little young children, looking at the generation that's gonna come. You know, and them children, them little demons, Israelite demons, Israelite devils, took her off the bench, beat her down, just beat the woman. I mean, unconscious, just beat her down, kicked her and everything, just stomped her. For what? Nothing. That's why the Most High gonna get. He gonna start with us. 2/3 of our people ain't good for nothing. Verse 25 again, it says, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, talking to the wicked Israelites. But they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. You know, you try to correct someone, and they're going to go up on you. You correct people, like I said, I keep it real, keep it 100. When you correct someone, then they're going to turn and flip it up, going to flip it back on you. They ain't said unto you, they ain't came with you about this, that, and the third, but no, so you correct them, they got all to say about you. Why you ain't say something before I said something concerning where you at? In love, you know what I mean? You care about someone, so you gonna make sure that they be on point, so they don't, we ain't messing up. We are coming back to righteousness. You know, doing the right thing. It's all in love. But then you find out these people really had all these problems with you. And it's not a problem that you have with someone, it's just a matter of correcting. Like the Most High said, we gotta correct it, we gotta tell you. Like he say, rise up early every morning, sending his prophets, and they don't want to listen. Nobody want to listen to them. You know? And you don't listen, you ain't studying, you ain't approved of the Most High. You ain't studying, you ain't approved of the Most High. You approve of Satan. Straight up. Satan got you. No matter how you look at it. You rolling with Satan. How you approve of the Most High, you don't do what he say. Do. That's what it said. Verse 26. Jeremiah 7th chapter. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. You're going to call and tell them what to do, they ain't going to answer. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished. I mean, ain't dealing with a bunch of lies. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. Truth is not there. Going back to Psalms, 82nd chapter. Psalms 82 and 4. To deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. That's what we doing. I mean, understand this. If we don't rid you out of the hand of Satan and the devil, you're responsible for your actions. Somebody will have to give account. For what it is that you're doing. Remember, that's why when you look at these other nations, oh, there's some, they trying to say there's righteous in other nations, so what? There's righteous Israelites. There were righteous Israelites. And there were wicked Israelites that outnumber the righteous. But who did he put in captivity? Both the righteous and the wicked when you read Ezekiel 21st chapter down. One down. The righteous and the wicked went in captivity behind what the wicked done. So ain't nobody getting away with anything. So if you got wicked in your nation, hey, you're going to pay for what the wicked people are doing. Just like we pay for what our wicked nation of Israel, our people, what they done, we pay for it too. Continue. We have to look at this. Look at Proverbs 24. It says, Proverbs 24 and 10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You know, he said if you faint in a day when you're having trouble, so your strength is small. It's small. You don't have no power. Yeah, you got all this power when everything's going great for you, but then whenever the things that Most High bring on the adversity to you, he said your strength is small because your faith is weak. Your faith is very, very small. That's what's small, because your faith is believing in the Most High that whatever he says, He will do, he will do. You got to believe it. So you ask by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua, I will do it, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Whatever you ask, he said, I'm going to do it. Mashiach Yahushua said, I'm going to do it. But he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So you keep the commandments of the Most High, that's when you're going to see the blessings. But you don't receive no blessings. You're not going to be rolling with the Most High if, when the book is closed, you all out there buck wild and doing things or acting crazy or whatever it is. You out here right now celebrating the 4th of July. Most High know that. The Spirit written in the books. And you ain't celebrating no holy convocation. You ain't even come together on the Sabbath with the right mindset. And holy convocation are Sabbaths. Understand this. For these things to be illegal, they show us doing it. I hear it on the phone call, I hear it here. They show us all into it for it to be illegal. Look, Proverbs 24. Verse 10 again says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So if thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, hear that? If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death. You know, people don't even realize how the Most High sent death angels after them. And a word from the holy man stopped that from happening. From them just being in this word, just doing what you're supposed to be doing, to be what? Approved of the Most High on the right side with the Mashiach Yahushua and the holy angels on the right side. We didn't send the death angel after you to slay you. And you warn them of the things that's happening, so that death angel pulls back his sword. Many a time that Most High sent the death angel on Israel and killed us. And wanted to just kill everybody. The Most High to pull back that sword eventually. While we not perish now. But he killed a whole lot of us. So don't think the Most High won't do it. That's why it says. Verse 11, if thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, you know, if thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, does not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, thy spirit, does not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? So you got to do the right things. You got to do the right things, because if you fall into the category of a fool and not doing what's right, Most High gonna deal with you. Especially when he thought enough of us to bring us out of that darkness into his marvelous light. Bring us out of ignorance, not knowing. To know this and not be involved with the things that are presented to us as the heathen would have us do, to be just like them. How you gonna celebrate something that has nothing to do with us? 1776, tell me where we was at as Israelites. Who was enslaved, who's been oppressed. But here we are celebrating like, you know, it's a big deal. You're doing the same thing as a heathen. Regardless, if you're just having fun, whatever, however you want to look at it, you're doing the same things. Most High ain't satisfied with that. He wants you to come back to him. Come back to his law, statutes, commandments. Verse 7. Proverbs 24 and 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Hear that? Wisdom was the proper application of knowledge. Is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gate. Meaning you ain't going to open your mouth when it comes down to sitting down with wise men to reason together. You ain't going to be able, what you going to say? Because we'll ask you, what scripture is that? Like we go out on the street. Where you coming from? Okay, where can I go in the Bible to see what you're talking about? To find what you're talking about. I know it's there somewhere. Where? The book of Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah got how many chapters? Book of Revelation. Somewhere in the Bible, they don't know where. Just I heard it somewhere. They heard it. Somebody probably say something about them reading the Bible. You know, you keep something much, you put in the book. I was going to say, wisdom is too high for a fool. He opens not his mouth in the gate. He that devises to do evil, all that devise to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, you know. So you're thinking about doing something that's, you know, you think your mind, understand this, you're going to be judged on your thoughts too. When you think evil, you think the wrong way, that's going in the books too. That's what he said. In verse 12, he says, and shall not he render to every man according to his works? According to what you've done. So even the thought is a verb, it's an action. Thought is some action. Because you gotta move to be a thought. Regardless. It's movement. Your mind is, your brain is moving. That's what it says. Verse 9, the thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. See that? The thought of foolishness is sin. There's foolishness out there, man. How you figure that this is something that don't be edifying to people? Just, and that's why I said when I was a child, I act like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things, man. And here we are, still big kids. I ain't gonna say big children, because we ain't children, but big kids following the way of the heathen. Acting like some baby goats. Going back to Psalm 82nd chapter. Psalm 82 and 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. There it is. They walk in darkness. I mean, they walking in ignorance. Not knowing. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. You hear that? People walking in darkness. Ignorance. Say all the foundations of the earth are out of course.